Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Woo, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, and here we go, another one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Gauranga, Nityananda, Gaura, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. That was a little too fast for Rama. I want to get him like that. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Thank you very much.
All right, so why don't we? What do you want to do? Why don't we do some japa?
Yeah,
Do a
yeah,
little
yeah,
japa.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
we'll do a little japa together here. Warm up.
Yeah.
Let's feel it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I like to do a little experiment too. I feel like my brain is being boiled or something. We got so many devices with so much RF. So why don't we shut off all the things we don't need your phone, don't need your phone. And I shut these things off. I'm just using what I need.
So turn off.
Turn off your phones. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Your phone too, or all of them, you know, and otherwise, because I don't know, I'm just want to try an experiment. Because I do feel like my brains are being boiled or something.
All right.
I don't know how you turn it off on this phone.
I do. Oh, yeah, just hold the button down and Bing will go on. Okay, and keep it held down and say, turn off my phone.
Turn off my phone. Turn off my phone.
I think you got to set it up or something, probably. Yeah, okay. Well, don't worry about it. Just turn his off. How many devices do you got in there?
One.
One, good. Okay, turn that off.
Turn my phone off, please. Please.
Yeah, thank you.
I think he's turned off actually.
Yeah.
You need a silver helmet.
Huh?
You need a silver helmet on.
That's good. Yeah, good. Yeah. All right, so good. All right, so we'll channel Japa now. Let me see. Yeah, it does feel better. Feels cooler.
Yeah.
I don't know if you notice anything.
Not so much, but
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, probably. Who knows? Maybe not sensitive to it.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll chant some japa here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna.
And just remember, Krishna is not deaf.
Some Shiva beads.
Is it what I taste?
Oh, where?
What do you mean?
I like to
Were you
chat
talking
on
that like that?
I was talking to.
No, you were. You were talking about there when you were meaning something else. I pick up the
Can you
vibrations.
pass me those beads?
Oh,
Okay, we'll sort that later.
okay.
Typical, isn't it? Typical.
Oh, nice one, David. Thanks.
My dad wanted those from India.
Your dad what?
From India.
Thank you.
Years ago, yeah. When I first...
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Make sure everybody's chanting the mantras out there. You guys are the police. If anybody's not chanting every mantra, you squeal on them. Send me a complaint, and we'll come out and take care of them.
Here's a heads up, Govinda's beads are touching the floor.
We'll pay you $50 if you catch anybody out here if they're not chanting properly, sitting properly.
No, I'm so, you're doing that over me again. You know I would be saying word out of the mouth.
I wasn't talking. Why are you taking it personally? Unless somebody complains, and then we'll have evidence. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Yeah, open it. Yeah.
Open it wide. Thank you.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. I think she meant just...
Just the window, because you get cold, don't you?
No, you can leave it.
No, whatever you...
I'll put this.
All right, leave it open for a little bit. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. I'm the guru. I do it how I want. Loud as I want.
That's not
You're
fair. That's not democratic.
We're not democrat. I'm a tyrant.
You certainly are.
Get used to it. We're having the government. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Gauranga
Hare Rama 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Krishna Krishna
Gauranga, Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Gauranga,
Hare Rama Rama
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Krishna
Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Hare Rama
Gauranga,
Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Gauranga,
Krishna 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 Hare
Gauranga,
Rama Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Hare Rama
Gauranga,
Krishna
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Gauranga,
Rama Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Rama Rama Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Rama
Shri Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhupada, Shri Advaita Swasti Garbhatinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Woo! Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri 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 Krishna Chaitanya, whoa, Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, woo, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, here, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, ready. Thank you very much. You're welcome very much.
Nice, thank you.
Social distancing.
No. It's not think about social distancing.
Whoa! Oh, careful.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know. You almost.
You got a screen brush on
Hare
again.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Sannyasi. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus. All glories to the assembled devotees.
It's great to be assembled.
Yes, all Jai Sri. Jai River Yamuna.
It's great to be assembled here.
Yeah.
It's really great. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's great.
Yeah, devotional community. Yes. Yeah, it's really amazing actually.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised. Yeah. So continue reading from where we left off this morning. This is chapter 13 of Madhya Lila, and the Lord is the Rath Yatra dancing. So we'll just continue where we left off at verse. The Lord performed kirtan for some time, and through his own endeavor, inspired all the devotees to dance. When the Lord himself wanted to dance, all 7 groups combined together. The Lord's devotees, including Srivas, Ramai, Raghu, Govinda, Mukunda, Haridas, Govindanandana, Madhava, and Govinda all combined together. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired to jump high while dancing, he placed these 9 people in charge of Swarup Damodar. These devotees, Swarup Damodar and Swarup Damodar and the devotees in his charge sang along with the Lord, and they also ran beside him. And the other groups of men also sang. Can you give him some cloth or something? Don't you get some toilet paper or something? He's going to get it.
Where's it gone?
Huh?
Toilet roll, yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe it's used up. No, give him the whole friggin' roll.
Give me 2 rolls.
There we go.
Get some bleach.
Don't say I don't give you anything.
Give me some bleach as well, please, and some washing powder.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Offering obeisances to the Lord with folded hands, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu raised his face towards Jagannath and prayed as follows. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, who is the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmins, and who is always benefiting the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead known as Krishna and Govinda. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, and who is the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmins, and who is always benefiting the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead, known as Krishna and Govinda. Yeah. All glories unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know, I just got this revelation. It was kind of percolating today. You know, and it's related to this verse. I'm going to read this again. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known... let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men. If you look at the broad context of this, is Brahminical men is rules, regulations, and they worship God, usually. You know, they're godly, God-fearing persons. Like Pharisees, rules, regulations, worshiping God. Brahmins, worshiping God in the form of Krishna. And also now, in this world with Jesus, people often they're worshiping Jesus Christ and following rules and regulations. But there's some devotees on the ecstatic platform with Jesus, with Vaishnavism. Less with Vaishnavism right now. And so, if you relate it to Vrindavan, in Vrindavan, there are devotees there that, but most of the devotees were not on the level of this Vrindavan ecstatic level. Okay? And if you notice, Lord Krishna was transferred to Vrindavan and with all those devotees. So they were not so affected by what was going on in the in Mathura and Dwarka. Okay? So they because they were raised to the platform of ecstatic worship, and they're less affected, and that's why even Krishna was transferred to Vrindavan. Okay? And so that's similar where they have in the Bible that when the Lord comes, there are some that are taken up right away. They're taken up and out of this kind of situation, you know, that what's going on here. Whether you're taken out or not, the main thing is if you're worshiping the Lord in ecstatic devotion, even though your body may be in prison, whatever they do, who knows, but still your soul is alive in Krishna consciousness, and will be less affected by what's going on. See, the devotee, the Mathura residents, they were more affected and more oppressed and repressed and depressed, but they were devotees, right? Just like now, if you go to in religion or Vaishnavism, many worshippers are depressed and oppressed, often by their religious leaders, because they don't know how they're, a lot of times there's a lot of hypocrisy going on, weird stuff. And so there's a kind of a repression, depression thing, politics and all that. Just like in the world, like now we're coming into this tyrannical, oppressive government changing, wants to, kind of restrict, control, manipulate, stuff like that, change everything. Yeah. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's really beautifully put. Yeah, I really get that. Yeah, they're so...
Yeah.
Feel the analogy of those in Mathura.
Yeah.
Those in the religious places. Not
Yeah.
so much shelter, but they're
Yeah.
devotees.
Yeah.
But hearing this family, and Didi said a really lovely thing today, like the associates of Mahaprabhu come together, possibly, all the families coming together from that spiritual realm for this purpose.
Yeah.
And I love that quote you put out of, we've set up sleeper agents all over the world. It's one of the quote, and I love the backdrop you used for that very sort of 2020 kind of picture.
Yeah.
There is sleeper agents, devotees all over the world with this ecstatic devotion that you've graced us with.
Yeah.
So all over the world, there's these communities that can spread that nectar further, 800 miles or however far it can go.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
That family coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel it.
The
Analogy Didi shared with me today, because we read about it.
Yeah.
Mahaprabhu coming with his social, but also that reflections.
Mm-hmm.
Like it applies here. I feel like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Lovely.
Confirmed. Yeah, confirmed.
Beautiful,
Yeah, and also Krishna. If you so Krishna goes and he's sporting with his devotees in Vrindavan, and then at a certain point he comes to Mathura and liberates him. See, this is like the second coming, where they say Jesus will come again, or in our Vaishnavism, the Lord comes when there's a decline in religion, and to liberate. So this is, but the Lord he's ecstatic, so the people will come, and those who are basically who receive the Lord are ready for that. They will, be lifted up into that platform. And this is kind of like how it's done. The Lord sends his heralds, his ambassadors of this. And we're part of that. We're the ambassadors to help the devotees come out of that repression the repression and the suppression and the depression, the gloominess. Because to come out on your own is, you're not going to do it. It's just going to be one gloomy experience for everybody, for both parties fighting this. This is a gloomy thing. You have to reach the ecstatic platform. So we're kind of like, empowered by Krishna to receive people who want to come out of that. Either side, it's just, if you just want to, you want to just stop participating in that, because people, they're trying to fight this, and the others are trying to control. I mean, it becomes, this push-pull thing, and a very gloomy thing. People don't want to surrender their freedom, because they're basically freedom of the body and mind, well, see, they got their mind. See, a lot of people, this is the thing, a lot of people that are fighting this because they have intelligence. So they see what is going. This is this is not right. It's just like when Prabhupada left, and the people that were with Prabhupada, and they saw what took over the regime. They thought, what's going on here? and they got rid of them. Many people left and they just get new people that are impressionable, and you can train them like you like. See? So anyway, there's that going away, and that's why there'll be a lot of civil disobedience. There'll be probably wars, and also rebellion, because after a while people so there'll be fights and all kinds of stuff. But you can get out of it. And it's like even when Jesus was here and afterwards, there were regimes like the Romans were pretty tyrannical, like a dictator. And even Jesus didn't participate. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. So and he didn't like this thing where people said, oh, well, you're the king. You're actually the king of kings and everything, and you should go and fight. See, fight against the Romans. See, you're our leader now. So they were thinking the material fighting of this thing, to get their freedom back. And Jesus said, no, my kingdom's not of this world. And so anyway, that's true, because the kingdom of devotees that are ecstatic it's in the spiritual consciousness. It's not of this world. It's not about getting freedom. I mean, it's nice to have freedom to move around and be somewhere, but, the devotee is already free in their spirit, because of ecstatic worship.
That's a comment. That's normal when I comment when I haven't been thought through it. I'm not so clear.
Okay. Put on your tin cap, thinking cap.
Everyone says that Vrindavan is the best place to be.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But from my experience, speaking to people normal, like speaking to you and other people and Govinda and my little friend here, I've forgotten your name, Yamuna.
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather be here
mm-hmm.
than in Vrindavan.
Mm-hmm.
Because people around you, they're more open-minded
Mm-hmm.
to what he is, and I've sort of crossed through the barrier of rules and regulations and things.
Yeah.
Well, in Vrindavan, it's all rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
So why did Krishna go there? Why did he go to something like?
Well, there's no rules and regulations now, but not then.
Pardon?
Not 5,000 years ago.
There was no rules and regulations 5,000 years ago.
Well, I mean, they were ecstatic personalities there. They were crying and laughing. They acted pious when they had control of themselves, like following some civil. They would follow they followed like society rules and stuff like that, or even Vedic rules, according to their ability to control their ecstasy. If they were too ecstatic, then it's out the window. That's now. It's just the neophytes now. That's all. Even when Lord Chaitanya was here, there were so many neophytes going there, and some advanced devotees to associate, the Goswamis. But now they're more rare. Ecstatic devotees are rare. And it is better here, because here, Vrindavan is a consciousness. So if you can come here and you can be ecstatic and you can express yourself, or you can awaken that, that's better here, isn't it? Because there you got to be careful. You can't just, Well, he could, but people will think it's kind of weird because they don't have that stuff anymore. Usually, maybe some, but we are alive. Yes, Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, just checking the zealots. Yeah, the zealots wanted Jesus to fight, Mary said. Yeah, okay. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the Son of Devaki. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the Light of the Dynasty of Vrishni. And all glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose bodily luster is like that of a new cloud, and whose body is as soft as a lotus flower. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared on this planet to deliver the world from the burden of demons, and who can offer liberation to everyone. See, he appears to deliver people from the demons, and so because his devotees are here. The devotees are the ones devotees are usually intelligent. They know what's going on. They know. See, this is why it's been prophesied that this tyrannical demoniac regime taking over wants to get rid of people who understand. They just, and a lot of Christians, they given the intelligence because they're devotees. They may not have the power to do anything about it. They don't like it, and they may even speak up about it. See, it's better, so the demons, they are into control, and they've actually already convinced so many people that they're actually working for their welfare, and it's completely the opposite. If people knew the ones who were basically surrendering to that knew they were being taken advantage, they would, not do it. But they're all being tricked and deceived. Isn't that what they talk in the Bible about deception? You'll be deceived. Many people will be deceived, by the Antichrist. See, how do you know Antichrist? Well, look, they say, oh no, worship is a non-essential thing. If that ain't Antichrist, anybody who believes in a government like that, those who are controlling like that and allowing that, is a demon. Has to be. There's nothing of stopping the worship of God. No person who is a real devotee of the Lord, even if you're not ecstatic so much, still to say to stop the worship of God is like that is as a non-essential activity. And give people $1,000 tickets and stuff. Anyway, that stuff is going on. So the Lord comes to liberate people, his devotees, from this. Basically, the way he liberates them is bring them to another level of consciousness. See? But they have to associate with his ecstatic devotees, his ecstatic representatives. And sometimes it's not easy because, like when Lord Chaitanya came here, it took a while for people to accept the devotees. They didn't accept the devotees until Lord Chaitanya came. Very powerful presence. So we may have something like that again.
Yeah. Complete change, isn't it? From
sort
of consciousness.
Yeah.
From money consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a complete, you know how the New Age are talking about we're going through a shift and going through a shift. It's really true. We're going through a shift, but not as they think. The shift is who will accept the truth. The truth is there is a God, and he's very ecstatic, and we have to raise to that platform to become free of what's going on here. This war. And there'll be a lot of people they're fighting this, they're with their like this I don't want to say his name, but some guy, and they're Christians, but they won't accept this ecstatic presence of the Lord. At least not yet. They will think it's kind of weird and all that stuff. But what can be done? How you got to be, consciousness has to be lifted to another platform, this ecstatic level, to be free of what's going on here. I see it now so more and more clearly every day. This is, I look at those fighting, and they're in a certain level of consciousness, and the people trying to deceive others and get the masses to be, deceived by this. I see the interplay of that. And it's not a good place on either side. It'll just end in inevitable, definitely war between, even within what they call a revolution. People will try to revolt against this, be a big fight. Who knows? And this is already ordained that it would happen. Okay? So a lot of these persons are trying to fight against what has been, these demons want to get, they're stronger, but that's their destiny also, to engage in that. What I'm seeing more and more is our destiny here, because we're part of, we're working together to save souls, to liberate them from this conflict, actually. So when I'm starting this Telegram thing, that I'm trying to, if everybody can just try to get on it, figure out how to do it, just download the app, go to the library, get somebody to help you or something. If you can't figure it out, I don't know, you just got to learn to get a little savvy on these things. And so I can post material, or, there's things we need to know. Hey man, this is a big shift here. You need to know this. Not that you have to participate in all of that, fight on the side and get into big, but you need to know how they're, what is actually good for you and what isn't. Because if you believe the government, they're telling you things like the thing with the mask, they're telling you to wear that all the time, where the people think you're supposed to. But anyway, if there's an opportunity not to wear, you shouldn't wear it, because it's doing you in. It's making people sick. And they're telling practically everything that you shouldn't do, they're telling you to do, and it's the science. It's all bullshit, man. So you at least need to know that. So there's a lot of things, and they're just coming up for things to get people sicker. And so we need to protect the body while we can. So it's good information to use. You don't have to go jump on the thing and try to fight it unless you feel inspired to do that. But it's going to take a lot of energy. Narada Muni didn't do it. Because he was worshiping. He just kind of was neutral on it. He saw what was going on. It was part of Krishna's plan, wasn't it? Wasn't it part of Krishna's plan that Kamsa would get strong and conquer over everybody? And the kings that were thrown in jail for a while, they said that this was the medicine we needed, because we were all puffed up. So many people are puffed up. Therefore, so the Lord is balancing things. Karmic balancing and all that. So, it depends on your, person's destiny. I'm not here. People have to figure out, what is your place? My place is help people come to the next platform. Static platform. Be taken up. It's just like they say, the prophecy is some will be taken up. See, there'll be two in a field and one will be taken up. So and we're part of that taking up. Taking up means taking up into the deeper level of consciousness. And there's nowhere else to go. If you're a worshiper of God, it's ecstatic worship. It's loving, ecstatic worship of God. This is what Jesus was teaching. The essence is the same, what he taught and what Lord Chaitanya taught. Jesus said that the Lord is very eager for us to worship him in spirit and in truth. See, in spirit is the devotional spirit, and truth is the conclusive truth. really clear, conclusive, not speculation and all that, not religious speculation that you get in there. Yeah, take this guru here, he'll deliver you, and they're just a mundane person. Hey, conclusive truth about everything, Guru Tattva, how the Lord is actually working, and through whom and where, and all these things. What is ecstatic love? This is the kind of education people need. Any comments up there or questions for the new people? Yeah, let us know, Yeah, transcend the material BS. Yeah, you see all this activity and the videos coming out all this every day. It's like, to me, it's kind of interesting because it's like watching a movie. All these different things happening. People fighting over this. Shows you there's a conflict, man. People are, there's one side is saying, "Hey, man, we want our freedom. We like the way it was free, go hop on a plane, go here, go there, And now, no, less freedom, a lot less freedom, and just, So that's a shock. They want to get it back. They want things back the way it was. And these others say, no, we want to, they don't tell anybody. Nobody's out there telling, we want a one world government. We want to make you like a robot, and plug you into artificial intelligence. They can't just tell you that. They have to trick you into it, right? Lie to you. So for us, we need to know. I mean, it's good to know what it's like. If there's quicksand, it's like, oh, okay, don't step in that.
It's sort of like they're picking up on the people who are going to extremes, and then getting other people going the other way. Like you've got, for instance, a Conservative Party and a Labour Party in England. They get the Labour Party going one way, the Conservatives going the other way, and there's no room to meet. There's no room to meet.
No.
Because they don't think. They don't use their intelligence to actually think it out. They just think, we'll go that way and that's the way we're going. Go this way and that's the way we're going. They're going to clash in the middle. Clash all the time. And that's the way to get... It's divide and rule, isn't it? That's
Yeah. Well, it's like one party is thinking... in general, I just say everybody thinks a little differently, but just in general, one group is thinking, it's better to be free, more free, and where you can do what you want to do, and not have so much control over people and what they do and stuff like that. And the other party is thinking, no, we want more control. We want to restructure society. We want to have a new system because in their sense, it's not perfect the way they want it. They want it to be more... Actually, they got this idea that there's too many people. We need to depopulate. See? So the idea is we want to save lives is just a complete pack of lies. Complete bullshit. They wanted it. But by doing what they're doing with society is literally going, the third world, there are going to be millions starving because of stopping the economy. This thing, the pandemic, is just bullshit. Completely. I mean, same amount of people died last year. It's a complete sham. Excuse. Yeah, okay, people have there's some kind of thing there. But no, there's nothing significant. And if you do a little research, you find it all out. But no, just, we have the experts here. See, only go to the experts. Okay? See, so they don't want to control the information flow so that people can't make a. I mean, if you take it all in, you just, if you're able to. A lot of people, I don't know, maybe they're not able to do that now because of the way they've been trained and the schooling and all that stuff. What did you see in school? Are people can they think for themselves, or in school, university students, or?
They only think to the extent of doing whatever course they're doing. Really.
Yeah, so they can't really analyze the situation by taking in various viewpoints and stuff like that and kind of come to
You
it.
have to kind of be out of that kind of system to think like that.
Really,
Go
yeah.
somewhere else. When you're excluded from the norm,
Right.
and you're classed as, an outcast, then you go to other places. Then when you are like that, you are, your mind is opened even more because you can't go to the mainstream because you're excluded from that kind of stuff.
From
Because you
that
don't
stuff.
fit in.
You don't
You're
fit
just
in.
not able to fit in. And then you're able to open your mind somewhat, a lot more.
Right.
And you congregate, you associate with those kind of people as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
More, and then you can get this different kind of information. So really, in able to think like that, you have to be excluded and be alienated from this norm, this what we call normal society.
Normal, yeah.
Because they try and fit you in a box.
Okay, so they're programming everybody
They're
to.
constantly programming everybody in every area possible to keep them them clouded.
Yeah.
Conditioned.
Yeah.
So they fit their program.
The program.
And now conditioning and programming is so strong, to fit their program. Really, really, really strong. And the more they do, the thing is, the more they do, still people come out of it. It's just more than ever before, and we can see that, but people still come out of it. And go to other areas, and they want to fight for a revolution, but Bhakti, I don't want to be, like you said, one side or the other, because I cannot understand the depth of all of it now.
Yeah.
With hearing from you and being in this association, this is the superficial stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah.
But to go into what is real, what
To
is
go
really
even
about,
deeper,
now that is where I'm at.
Yeah.
That is where there's no fear. And there's no panic.
Yes.
And this is how it is. That is it. So it is to go beneath that, to stay on this superficial area. It's
because there's fear, even though you don't believe that narrative, but there's still fear that you're going to lose your freedom.
Yeah, that's a big point about it. Is if you do the exams that are set out in the world today, they're organised on this 10% mark. And if you go over it, you're not answering the question properly. So if you're thinking outside the box, you're getting the wrong. You won't get the marks. So therefore, you won't get the jobs.
Oh.
So it behoves you to.
Oh, they want you to be in the. They want you to be limited. Are you saying?
Yes.
Oh, they don't want you to be too intelligent.
No.
Oh.
So that's why everybody thinks in this 10% of 0.01% of it, 5% of it. In this stream, if you go out of it, you're not answering the question because the adjudicators are there and they've been trained to ask the questions that they want to know. So, for instance, if you say more people in Great Britain are right-handed, for instance, which is well in the world are right-handed, which is a known fact. But they don't want you to say that.
Right.
They don't say everybody's left-handed.
Right.
Okay, so if you put right-handed for the right-handed
answer.
question, you get nothing for it.
Oh. Okay, so yeah.
You said, but you know it.
Yeah.
You get nothing for it.
Right.
So if you got to answer the questions that they want you to answer them in the way that they want you to answer them, so that you get the marks for them.
Right.
If you go on a limb and you sort of think a little bit, and you answer the question as for instance you would, you get no marks for it.
No marks for it. Yeah.
All right, so you run them down.
Yeah. Wow.
when I was at university, a lot of the professors were leaving because they were told to mark people, even if they didn't know it properly, to still pass them.
Pass the.
To still pass them, to just, honestly,
Wow, this is so fun.
to still pass them.
Yeah.
And they were getting really, there was a kind of a big thing about it, quite a lot where, this was happening all
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
universities.
Yeah.
And it is that at school, like Ranga's saying, because, we don't have to think, we
Yeah.
just have to guess.
Yeah.
Multiple choice. You have a choice from
Yeah.
5 answers, which one is it?
Yeah.
And they are doing that. They didn't teach us grammar or anything like that at school.
Oh wow.
So they've started it from a young age, and now it's just
Normal.
it's just become normal. Like that's just how it is, because you're so conditioned
Yeah.
into that thinking that it's going to take something to get you out of it.
Yeah. So actually, this is getting some people out, because they're seeing there's some even no matter, you can be like conditioned, but this can be a shock. And this is changing a lot of people. They can't help but. I mean, a lot of people will probably stay more safe, safe, so they stay out of panic and stuff. But some people are also, they're advancing through that.
Yeah, the system is self-defeating.
Yeah.
It's got to be self-defeating, because in the end, people will just get out of this little band they're in, and think, well, I'm smarter than that bloke over there, who's got the PhD and whatever. So why do I get the money? Why am I a coalman,
Yeah.
or a bin man?
Yeah. Joanne says it's lodging the one. Yes, Mass will come and seek the air. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Any comments? YouTube, bro. They don't want educated masses. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, good. Hey, why don't you come read a little bit? We need a laugh.
Yeah, I've been relishing watching you read.
Fire.
It's infectious, that laughter.
Yeah, we need a bit of a laugh here, with all this. Yeah. All this gloomy stuff going on, huh? Doom and gloom. This is for you, David, if you ever watch this. We won't say your last name. You're too infamous nowadays.
I met him once.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Was he a nice guy?
Yeah, he seemed very short bit.
Yeah.
Is he British?
When he's sports presenting, I met him at that time on a football kind of thing.
Oh, really? He was doing sports thing?
Sports.
Wasn't he a football player at first? And he had an injury,
Oh.
and then became a presenter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. All right, so let's read here. So, let's see. Read that over and over again until I come back.
Okay.
Say your prayers.
Yeah.
Okay. I offer my respectful obeisances to this is okay. I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master and friend, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas Acharya. I offer my respectful obeisances
A brass too tight.
No, my heart's on fire. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the acharyas. I offer my respectful obeisances. Six gospel. I offer my respectful obeisances to the 6 Goswamis. I offer my respectful obeisances to my life and soul. Sri Chaitanya. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Nityananda. I offer my respectful obeisances to Advaita Acharya Prabhu. I offer my respectful obeisances to Gadadhar Pandit. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srivas Pandit. I offer my respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of Shrimati Radharani, the personification of purity. Pure devotion. I offer my respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the intimate devotees and devotees in the Sangha of Srila Bhaktivedanta, Gaura Haridas Acharya. I offer my respectful obeisances to all those devotees who are favourable to Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas Acharya. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the intimate devotees of the Lord. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya,
Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra,
Jaya Jaya
Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Okay. 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 This one, yes?
Yeah.
All glories unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the Son of Devaki. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the light of the dynasty of Varanasi. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose bodily luster is like that of a new cloud, and whose body is as soft as the lotus flower. All glories to the Supreme Personality. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared on this planet to deliver the world from the burden of the demons, and who can offer liberation to everyone. Do you want me to read it again?
It's up to you. Well, she wants to milk it, I can tell.
No, because you said read it over and over again before, but I never got to it.
That's okay. That was only because I went to the bathroom.
Okay. Lord Sri Krishna is he who is known as Jana Nirvasa, the ultimate resort of all living entities. So everybody needs to come on holiday here, because this is the ultimate resort. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
What's the ultimate result?
A resort is when you go on holiday and you stay at this resort that has...
Say that again.
Maybe, okay. Lord Sri Krishna is he who is known as Jana Nirvasa, the ultimate resort of all living entities, and who is also known as Devaki Nandana, or Nandan, or Yashoda Nandan, the son of Devaki and Yashoda. He is the guide of the Yadu dynasty.
Give it a snorkel, quick.
Okay. He is the guide of the Yadu dynasty, and with his mighty army, he kills everything inauspicious, as well as every man who is impious. By his presence, he destroys all things inauspicious for all living entities, moving and inert.
Isn't that amazing? His presence is so powerful. It just automatically destroys everything inauspicious. And also auspicious too. It destroys all of that and leaves the ultimate resort that everybody's looking for. Like that upload thing when the guy was uploaded to this resort. He was in this resort. He was uploaded, literally. This is what the demons, they want to upload everybody. Oh, here, we'll bring you in this matrix here. It'll be the ultimate resort for you. They're trying to imitate God. God has the ultimate resort, and they want to give you the upload. Hey, we want to upload you to AI. Isn't that funny? There's a thing called upload, man. There you go. This is the ultimate resort. There are people that are trying to imitate God.
It's funny because they're working for their own doom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was just part of, everybody. It's just, the Lord is the ultimate resort. Literally, the transcendental Lord. Literally, he's the resort where we need to, look to. And also the resort of paradise. It's the ultimate resort.
It's free as well. It's all free. You don't have to catch a plane.
Yeah, you don't have to catch a plane, right? Shaman knows what I'm talking about. She was laughing a lot today. She'll laugh some more too, probably.
Okay. By his presence, he destroys all things inauspicious for all living entities, moving and inert.
Just by his presence. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't have to flex any muscles. He just appears and everything inauspicious just gone. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
His blissful smiling face always increases the lusty desires of the gopis of Vrindavan. May he be all glorious and happy. I am not a Brahmana. I am not a Kshatriya.
Kshatriya.
Okay, thank you. Kshatriya. I am not a Vaishya or a Sudra, nor am I a Brahmachari, a householder, a Vanaprastha, or a sannyasi. I identify myself only as the servant of the
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar. He is like an ocean of nectar, and he is the cause of all universal transcendental bliss. He is always existing with brilliance. He is always existing with brilliance.
I'd say we created a monster, but we've created a clown.
I always hated clowns.
Cross between a hybrid. Cross between a clown and a joker.
I don't know, because my idea of a clown and a joke has been distorted.
Don't try to figure it out. Just go with it. Relish mellows.
Gay. Having recited all the verses of the scriptures, the Lord again offered his obeisances. And all the devotees, with folded hands, also offered prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high, roaring like thunder. Roaring like thunder and moving in a circle like a wheel, he appeared like a circling firebrand. Whenever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stepped while dancing, the whole earth with its hills and seas appeared to tilt. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, he displayed various blissful transcendental changes in his body. Sometimes he appeared as though stunned. Sometimes the hairs of his body stood on end. Sometimes he perspired, cried, trembled, and changed colour. And sometimes he exhibited symptoms of helplessness, pride, exuberance, and humility. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down with a crash while dancing, he would roll on the ground. At such times, it appeared like a golden mountain was rolling.
Every second one we get. What kind of people might be thinking? What kind of devotional service do they do? Hey, Prabhupada never showed that. Prabhupada never taught that.
Nityananda Prabhu would stretch out his two hands and try to catch the Lord when he was running here and there. Advaita Acharya would walk behind the Lord and loudly chant, Haribo, Haribo, again and again.
When I chant that, I get told, shut up.
Just to check the crowds from coming too near the Lord, the devotees formed 3 circles. The first circle was guarded by Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balaram himself, the possessor of great strength. All the devotees headed by Kashivara and Govinda linked hands and formed a circle around the Lord. Maharaj Bharata Purudra and his personal associates formed a 3rd circle around the 2 inner circles, just to check the crowds from coming too near. With his hands on the shoulders of Hari Chandana, King Bharata Purudra could see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing, and the king felt great ecstasy. While the king beheld the dancing, Srivas Thakur, standing in front of him, became ecstatic as he saw the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So you read as long as you want.
We don't want you to go. We don't want you.
She'll cry if you go.
We don't want you to go.
I ain't going anywhere.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll just be in the next room. Govinda, you can fill that chair up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In between, you might read a verse or two. And This is good.
Seeing Srivastava standing before the king, Hari Chandan touched Srivas with his hand and requested him to step aside.
Oh, this is funny.
Absorbed in watching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance, Srivastava could not understand why he was being touched and pushed. After he was pushed again and again, he became angry.
Well, that reminds me of a pastime with Ranga. You might remember this when we was went to a temple in South India. Where was it? Balaji Temple. Before we met Guru Maharaj, it was, as it happens. And Ranga goes to me. We waited for 7-8 hours in the days when we used to go for darshan. You know, we were in this like big, it's like a football kind of vibe, wasn't it? And then everyone piles in to see the deities, and Ranga goes, Govinda, behave yourself, don't hit anyone, or something of that effect. And I look round, everyone's pushing, and Ranga's like,
Pushing them out.
push this fella right out of the way. After said, Govinda, don't hit anyone, don't push anyone or anything. So anyway, that just came to... Anyway, I was going to read the next one.
Yeah. So you are just there. 96.
As the angered Harichandra was about to speak to Srivas Thakur, Prataparudra Maharaj personally stopped him. King Prataparudra said, "You're very fortunate, for you have been graced by the touch of Srivasa Thakur. I'm not so fortunate. You should feel obliged to him." Everyone was astonished by the dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even Lord Jagannath became extremely happy to see him. The car came to a complete standstill and remained immobile while Lord Jagannath, with blinking eyes, watched the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The goddess of fortune, Subhadra, and Lord Balaram both felt great happiness and ecstasy within their hearts. Indeed, they were smiling at the dancing. Yeah, you know, sometimes when I see you dancing here, you Guru Maharaj dancing, I feel so happy, and I know Aman feels so happy. He gets so happy seeing the devotees dancing. You know, it's just, wow. That's that togetherness. I mean, it's great in association, it's amazing. But the togetherness that we're all afforded through that vibration, that appreciation, that relishing, you know, just that affection, it's like we're all on the same transcendental page. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high, 8 wonderful transformations indicative of divine ecstasy were seen in his body. All these symptoms were visibly simultaneously. His skin erupted with goose pimples, and the hairs of his body stood on end. His body resembled the simuli, silk cotton tree, all covered with thorns.
You read that one again.
Yeah, that's interesting, that bit, the thorns, yeah. His skin erupted with goose pimples, and the hairs of his body stood on end. His body resembled the silk cotton tree, all covered with thorns.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Yeah.
Something up his hairs and the bumps beneath. All standing up, so it looked like a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Ranga. Yeah. Shlaka, you go, you. Yeah.
Indeed, the people became afraid just to see his teeth chatter. Do you want some water?
No. I'll be alright in a minute.
Indeed, the people became afraid just to see his teeth chatter. And they even thought that his teeth would fall out.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. That must have been some ecstatic symptoms, isn't it? Wow. Wow.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body flowed, flowed with perspiration, and at the same time oozed blood. He made the sounds Jaja, Gaga, Jaja, Gaga in a voice choked with ecstasy.
Jagger, Jagger, Jagger.
Jaga. I'm going to read that one again.
All right.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body flowed with perspiration and at the same time oozed blood. He made the sound Jaja,
Jagger,
Jaga,
Jagger.
Gaga,
Jagannath.
Jaga, Gaga. What's Gaga? In a voice choked with ecstasy. Maybe Johan might know, or somebody, and they will know. Tears came forcibly from the eyes of the Lord, as if from a syringe, and all the people surrounding him became wet. Everyone saw the complexion of his body change from white to pink.
Wow.
From white to pink, so that his luster resembled that of a malacca flower. Sometimes he appeared stunned, sometimes he rolled on the ground. Indeed, sometimes his legs and hands became as hard as dry wood, and he did not move. When the Lord fell to the ground, sometimes his breathing almost stopped. When the devotees saw this, their lives became very feeble. You carry on.
Yeah. Water flowed from his eyes and sometimes through his nostrils, and foam fell from his mouth. These flowings appeared to be torrents of nectar descending from the moon. The foam that fell from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drunk by Subhadananda, because he was very fortunate and expert in relishing the mellow of ecstatic love of Krishna. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance for some time, his mind entered into a mood of ecstatic love. After abandoning the dance, the Lord ordered Swarup Damodar to sing. Understanding his mind, Swarup Damodar began to sing as follows. I'm not going to sing. You can sing.
This one.
You might be able to sing that one. If I don't. But I have to sing it.
No.
Anyway, now I've gained the Lord of my life.
Lord of my life. We sing it together. Now I've gained the Lord of my life. In the absence of whom I was being buried by Cupid, burned by Cupid, and was withering away.
Yeah, it could be nice with a bit of strumming on the old guitar, couldn't it?
Wow, he's not here, is he?
Gained the Lord of my life. In the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid.
Yes, you're
was
great.
withering away. Teamwork. There was no bath before the teamwork. Similarly, I was sitting down there and I moved closer to Dee Dee and I just started laughing. It was just like, that transferability. As I got closer, I felt that, like transcendentally stoned. As you get a bit closer to that, like, I felt that laughter. Really, yeah, it's just like.
Yeah.
When the refrain was loudly sung by Swarup Damodar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again began rhythmically dancing in transcendental bliss. The car of Lord Jagannatha began to move slowly, while the son of Mother Sachi went ahead and danced in front. While singing and dancing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannatha kept their eyes on him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the end of the procession with the Sankirtana performers, his eyes and mind fully absorbed in Lord Jagannath. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to play the drama of the song with his two arms. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dramatically enacting the song, he would sometimes fall behind in the procession. At such times, Lord Jagannatha would come to a standstill. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again went forward, Lord Jagannath's car would slowly start again.
It's like he's waiting for him.
Yeah, it just can feel.
I'm not going with that.
You can feel the vibration of it going beyond material time. It's just like it stops, and then it could start up days, months, I don't know, just whenever. It's just they're also in bliss. There's no like time schedule. It's just transcendental. Stop and then
Start.
Yeah.
Which one are we on?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Thus, there was a sort of competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath.
Wow, that's a pastime and a half, innit? And a half again. Wow. I bet Johan's relishing this. He loves Lord Jagannath pastimes. He got me to really appreciate them when we were together. Like they're really nicely written, like a children's book format. So so simple.
Really?
Yeah. All these are so simple, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just so easy to
Read. Relish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like there's pastime between them, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah. Competition.
Two lords together.
Wow.
Thus, there was a sort of competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath in seeing who would lead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong that he made Lord Jagannath wait in his car. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, his ecstasy changed. Raising his two arms, he began to recite the following verse in a loud voice. Do you want to do it in a loud voice? Because I don't know. Voices.
Yeah, all right, I can hear you.
It's like,
I can hear your, yeah. That very personality who stole away my heart, drew my youth, is now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I'm also the same lover, yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place, on the bank of the river, under the Vatasi tree. That is my desire. Oh. Wow. Mm. Mm.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
This verse was recited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. But for Swarup Damodar, no one could understand its meaning. I have already explained this verse Now I shall simply describe it in brief. Formerly, the gopis of Vrindavan were very pleased when they met with Krishna in the holy places, Kurukshetra. Similarly, after seeing Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awoke within the ecstasy of the gopis. I don't know if that's right. Okay.
Awoke with the ecstasy of the gopis.
Okay. Yes, sorry, it was me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awoke with the ecstasy of the gopis. Being absorbed in this ecstasy, he asked Swarup Damodar to sing the refrain.
Yeah, so you want to taste that bhav of Radha, isn't it? And also the gopis, and so he awoke with that.
That's what he came for.
Yeah, to taste that bhav that Radha's got. So he's awoke with the ecstasy of the gopis, and wow. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke thus to Lord Jagannatha: "You are the same Krishna, and I'm the same Radharani. We are meeting again in the same way that we met in the beginning of our lives. Although we are both the same, my mind is still attracted to Vrindavan Dham. I wish that you will please again here with your lotus feet. I wish that you will please again appear with your lotus feet in Vrindavana." In Kurukshetra there are crowds of people, elephants and horses, and also the rattling of chariots. But in Vrindavana there are flower gardens, and the humming of the bees and chirping of the bees can be heard. Birds can be heard. Here at Kurukshetra you are dressed like a royal prince, accompanied by great warriors. But in Vrindavana you appear just like an ordinary cowherd boy, accompanied only by your beautiful flute. Yes. Here there is not even a drop of the ocean of transcendental happiness that I enjoyed with you in Vrindavana. I therefore request you come to Vrindavana and enjoy pastimes with me. If you do so, my ambition will be fulfilled. I have already described in brief Srimati Radharani's statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. In that ecstatic mood, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited many other verses, but people in general could not understand their meaning. The meaning of those verses was known to Swarup Damodar Goswami, but he did not reveal it. However, Sri Rupa Goswami had broadcast the meaning. While dancing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the following verse, which he tasted in the association of Swarup Damodar Goswami. The gopis spoke thus: "Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower, your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence.
Oh, yeah.
Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs." Speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "For most people, the mind and heart are one. My mind is never separated from Vrindavana. I consider my mind and Vrindavana to be one. My mind is already Vrindavana, and since you like Vrindavana, will you please place your lotus feet there? I will deem that your full mercy." Wow. My dear Lord, kindly hear my true submission. My home is Vrindavana, and I wish your association there. But if I do not get it, then it would be very difficult for me to keep my life. My dear Krishna, formerly when you were staying in Mathura, you sent Uddhava to teach me speculative knowledge and mystic yoga. Now you yourself are speaking the same thing, but my mind does not accept it. There is no place in my mind for jhana yoga or jnana yoga. Although you know me very well, you are still instructing me in jhana yoga and jnana yoga. It is not right for you to do so. Beautiful. Wow, it's real deep, isn't it?
You want to read some?
Yes. Oh, Kakati Das is watching.
Hey,
Nice
Kakati.
to see you. Shama's watching, lovely devotee.
She's here regularly now. You know.
And boy, do I have answers for them. I met a lot of people who are wishing up to the repression.
Oh, what?
I met a lot of people who are wising up to the repression.
Ah, excellent.
Yes. They don't want educated masses. 2 + 2 = 5. I was looking today at the beautiful painting of the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu singing with all the animals. You know, that's the transcendental jungle of all the tigers and the lions and the antelopes and the elephants all dancing. You know, it's, I made a painting of the backdrop of Birmingham, New Street, where there's all the graffiti and a bit more work on it.
And putting all the animals on it.
Yeah, to see that this is the transcendental jungle, you know, all that. It's like a jungle, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, Iron Jungle.
Yeah, but this is a transcendental jungle, you know. Looking slim here, Madhusurana. It is, Johan, it is lodging the, if one have, yes, mask up or come seek the air that we breathe out is full of bad air, so you breathe bad air in and not fresh air.
Yeah, we're breathing carbon monoxide back in.
Yeah.
Is it carbon dioxide?
Yeah, it's just, you know, you see people in construction don't put them on. You might put them on if you're going to do heavy construction work, like when you're sandblasting something, or real heavy construction work, but light construction workers not wearing them. You know, people, they cause you suffering, you know, it's like, but, yeah.
The police don't wear them.
No,
They don't wear gloves, they don't wear the mask, but they couldn't do the job if they had to have those masks on. And people in front of them don't go, but they're not wearing masks. And they're huddling together. There's no distance between them.
Well, you know.
Why is Madhu saying get the fuck out? What was that about?
I don't understand all these GTFO things. I don't know. I don't know what that's all about, really.
Oh my God.
Garanga.
I love that.
Some of these gifts are quite far out. Hearing here is real news. This is the way to transcend this material.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real it is, isn't it? You know, that's it.
There's Dylan.
Dylan's a nice devotee, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming on. Nice to see coming along. And so we're back to where Grandma had read comments from before.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah. Right. Oh, hello.
Just press the X.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
I'd like to stop.
I think it's kind of,
Because, yes,
Ranga's
we need to take
get
Ranga
back
back
to,
as well.
So we'll kind of finish it here if anyone wants to share anything.
Oh, just about this new Telegram thing. And just to it's very nice that everybody's putting their names and now they're putting their addresses on. So if anything happened, we've got everybody's address and everybody's phone number. And it was so sweet because even Ivo was a bit concerned today. But then there you go, boom, his phone number was on there. He goes, no, don't leave. So Guru Maharaj, I mean, it's it's a gradual process, like with everything, you know. And I've been checking out how to use it. It's very, very simple. It's just getting everybody on. Hopefully it'll work out soon properly, because some people I haven't been able to add, even when I've got their phone numbers.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to show me a little bit so I get you knew that was another...
Well, you know what? I should have done it. There's some really great videos on YouTube on how to use Telegram.
Okay.
How to do channels and how to do...
Right.
And I just practiced.
Yeah, just show me...
So my list is like that long with loads of groups and channels.
Yeah, it seems to hold films, doesn't it? And one of my friends has also come up on this Telegram, and they're kind of a lot of films. And
yeah, because whatever you've got in your gallery, be it videos or pictures or whatever, you can upload them.
Ah.
So if you've got them saved in your gallery, but that's the way I know right now. There may be other ways, I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll all kind of find our feet with it, innit?
Yeah. But it's good to know, like Guru Maharaj said. That's really good.
Okay, so...
But we're not going to like move there. We're not going to like move there. You know, it's just going to be use it back and forth to Messenger as well.
We'll be here with the best entertainment on this Facebook, isn't it? The best entertainment, the best Siddhanta, the best family.
The biggest family, the most empowered family.
Yeah.
By the Lord.
Transcendentally empowered and people waking up.
The spiritual family is the biggest family ever.
An effective family, people waking up with Bhakti. Guru Maharaj's his mercy just flowing like a tsunami, transcendental tsunami. So, parting words, anyone? Ranga?
All glory to Srila Gaura Hari Das, our spiritual master, Acharya.
Ranga.
Jai.
Okay, laters. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.